Hello, yogis. Welcome to my channel. I'm Penny of Yoga with Penny and yogapenny.com. And today, just a quick video to explain the 5 steps of a yin yoga pose. So a lot of people wonder what yin yoga is. So let me explain it in steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find myself in a bound angle. Okay. So the first step, the first stage in a yin yoga pose is to find what we call the target area. What is the functional objective of the pose? So for a bound angle, basically you bring the soles of the feet together and you have the heels probably 12 to 15 inches away from the groin, or the functional objective of this is to find sensation or a deeper stretch in my low back hips, with maybe a little sensation with my hips being externally rotated. So that is the first step in a yin yoga. Know what you're trying to feel, not what you're trying to look like. It doesn't matter what you look like. Everybody's going to look different in a pose. What you feel is your functional objective, your target area. So I'm looking for sensation in my hips, my low back. So that brings me to phase 2, is where I settle in. So after a minute or so of exploring the functional objective, maybe I move around a little bit. Maybe I use a block. If I'm not feeling a lot of sensation, I can always place a block under my feet. Oh, and I get a lot more sensation there. Or maybe it's too much already here, and I have to take a little bit of a tension or pressure off the hips by placing blocks. So you move around for about the first minute, and then you settle in. So that's the second phase of a yin yoga pose. And then you just try to find stillness here. And in this stillness, you try to relax. Try to relax the body as much as possible. You might be feeling some really deep stretching sensations, but see if you can use the breath to relax. And we hold these poses for 2 to 10 minutes. And finding the stillness helps take the tensions and pressures of the pose from the superficial muscles into the deeper tissues, such as the fascia and the joint capsule and the joint area. In this case, the hips. And in that stillness, you might find your eyes closed. You might find yourself going inward, exploring any thoughts, sensations, or anything else that's popping up while you're holding stillness in your pose. And your goal is just to breathe through. Keep that stillness. Keep letting gravity pull you in deeper the longer you hold. And to allow the thoughts, emotions, and that to come up when they want, but to also just leave without you reacting to them. And now just say I was in this pose for 5 minutes. That's an average hold for a posture. The next phase is to come out. We don't just spring up out of our poses. We calmly and carefully exit the poses, feeling every sensation as we do so. Okay, maybe removing blocks or whatever props you have to the side. Maybe stretching the legs long. A nice thing to do here is to come in step 4. It's a rebound. So maybe you find your rebound sitting or all the way on your back. So here is where we can find the pose, the rebound, the rebounding sensations, the echo of the posture. when we find our stillness. And in the rebound, you can feel sensations, vibrations, temperature changes. You can feel just energy running, or maybe the energy that's loosened up a little bit from those deeper tissues. So after we hold the rebound and stillness for a while comes the fifth step of a yin yoga pose. Yang movements. This is where you would start to allow the body to move in any way that feels good after that long held posture. So for bound angle, I like to maybe point and flex my toes, maybe draw my knees into the chest, rock side to side a couple times. And then maybe some knee circles here would feel good too. So yang movements to get the chi, or the energy that we just loosened up, circulating around the body. And then that is it. That is the 5 steps of a yin yoga posture. And this will happen through every posture you hold in a yin class. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned a little, and I hope you'll try yin yoga, because it is such a yummy, rejuvenating form of yoga that I think your body and your mind and emotional body will appreciate. Have a blessed day. Namaste.